Everyone, I'm Christy, and this is
Nancy.
And we're here to talk a little bit about P.S. I Like You by Kasie West. We're here at Hicklebee's, which is one of our local bookstores, and they're hosting Kasie West tonight. So I wanted to talk a little bit with Nancy about the book because we both just finished it over audio. So Nancy, it was so good, like totally 5 stars for sure.
Yeah.
Tell us, Nancy, describe this book, the story, the characters, and the setting.
Oh, it has to do with this girl named Lily who has a very lively family, and she doesn't quite like her chemistry class, and while she's in her chemistry class, she decides that she's going to, not pay attention, and her teacher got on her case about it, so then, which totally understand. I hate chemistry.
He was kind of a jerk, actually.
And I did terrible in chemistry, so he threatened her with taking away her notebook. So she started to, get distracted in class again because she couldn't stand it. So she decided she was going to write a few things because she is musically talented and was coming up with ideas for a song, which she was trying to enter in for a songwriting contest. And the words came to her and she started writing them on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't ever take them off. And the next day when she came in, she noticed that there were other words that were added on to what she had written. So she started this conversation going with someone, and she had no idea who this person was.
And the person had no idea who she was either,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
So then they started having this conversation with each other to the point where they were writing notes and just like passing it from one
kind of like on the desk that we're at, like underneath.
Like right underneath and everything. And so they had this conversation that was going, and then the big reveal comes of who this person is, and she has to decide if she wants to pursue this. Because in the meantime, she had a crush on someone else, and
boy drama.
Yeah, all
so
this boy drama,
and
right she was trying, but then things weren't working out because she realized that wasn't the person that she was having the conversation with, and so, in the end, music kind of brings her and this other person together, and it's really, really cute. I mean, just getting to know her family, her friends, and getting to know this person who she assumed that she knew this whole time. And it really turns out that she didn't know him as well as she thought she did.
So Lily, into music, not into chemistry.
No.
Pen pal, possibly shady situation with the pen pal. Could or couldn't go either way.
Yeah.
But totally cute story in the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what was your favorite part of the book?
I like the part when her interactions with her family, with her mom, her dad.
She's got a pretty unique family, right? Like a really unique family situation that we don't normally see in YA books.
So yeah, because she lives at home, of course,
mm-hmm.
and her older sister is there, so they share a room, and then she has 2 younger brothers and her parents, and there's always stuff that's going on, and a lot of times she has to sacrifice time with her friends and such because she has to spend it with her family, and
mm-hmm.
that part I really got to understand, and it just had something that I just could connect with, and how family sometimes will come first, and you have to put all that other stuff aside. So
I love it.
I
love it.
It was good.
When I was reading, my kind of favorite part was the fact it's actually not part of the story, but where the plot goes. You find out who is writing the letters with her partway through the book, and then there's like resolution, yes. Which I loved because a lot of times you like find out and then it ends and you're like, what happened to them?
Yeah,
like did they end up okay? Like, and you get kind of resolution with this book. You know what's going to happen with them, which I thought was really, really exciting and different. Like partway through the book you find out and then you keep going after that, which is wonderful. So without giving anything away,
mm-hmm.
when did you figure out who was the secret letter writer? And did you have theories before that period?
I had theories about it, and I kind of sort of clicked when there was a certain situation and someone had walked into the class that she was in, and there was like, and then I was like, oh my goodness, that's got to be that person. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to hold it off in the back of my head. But then when the other situation, when she was the one that went into the class and saw somebody else, and I thought, well, then maybe it could be that other person. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, since she had such feelings for him, I thought, well, it would work out. But yeah, it didn't turn out that way.
I know. I feel like I'm always so naive when it comes to the big reveal. I'm like, oh my God, I would have never guessed that, which is terrible. I'm absolutely, if you don't know, I'm absolutely awful about reading anything about books ahead of time. So I'm always pleasantly and sometimes not so pleasantly surprised about what happens in a book. And so I had no idea. I mean, I had thoughts once that moment happened, kind of who it could be. But before that, I was totally bought into it being somebody else. And I'm like, oh gosh, well, this is good. This is fine. It turned out great. Have you read other books by Kasie West, and how do they compare to P.S. I Like You?
No, I'm so ashamed.
I haven't either.
I have not. But I definitely will, because I went into my Audible account and I was
know.
like, I'm going to get this one and this one and this one because I really enjoyed it, because it was light and it had a lot of heart, and yet there were some really, serious moments in there that were dealt pretty well. So I enjoyed it. Yeah.
It's kind of a book that you need to have as part of your reading repertoire as you're going in and reading all these other types. It's really unique.
Yeah.
I think it's like a really unique kind of contemporary. So knowing what we know about this book now, what other books would you recommend to fans of P.S. I Like You?
I love Stephanie Perkins. So
I think most people who like this will love Stephanie Perkins.
I liked anything by her would be really good, because her reads are maybe a tone more serious, and but they're still in that vein that you would really enjoy a read. You're rooting for the hero and the heroine, and you want them to get together.
Female centered, right?
Yeah. So you want this to work out, and it took its time. It wasn't like this insta love, because the characters did have a relationship with each other for years prior to this actually happening. So it was something that didn't just happen like overnight. So that's what I really enjoyed about it. I'm trying to think of other ones.
I have to totally plug, even though it's not in the same. The storyline isn't the same. I really have to plug A Totally Awkward Love Story. Like, that book was so great, so cute.
That was really cute.
And in a similar vein, where stuff happens and then the stuff happens later, and there's multiple sections of the book.
Yeah,
it's
they're
really
getting
cute.
together. You think they're gonna get together.
I know, and then stuff happens.
Together.
I know, it's breaking my heart. Yeah. I know. So I that was kind of what came to me when I was thinking about other books that I really recommend.
But I really enjoyed too.
Maybe stuff by Morgan Matson. I don't know. I haven't read her stuff, so I don't know.
It's a little more, probably in the same vein. Not as lighthearted.
Okay. I see.
Not as lighthearted with some of them, but I'm trying to think. Her BFF. Maybe.
So fans of Stephanie Perkins, definitely check out P.S. I Like You.
Yeah,
really awesome.
Very good stuff.
Thank you guys. We will be back at some point, I'm sure. Forcing Nancy into the video world.
This is totally out of my comfort zone, people.
It is, but we love it.
Yeah. Okay.